Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch twist. Hey, alert 3, hey.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and goal at the 8. H3, 218. Chopper. Hey, 43. Me, I got motion man. Me, I got my.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. They'll run for it. This is Mack. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We got this.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 98 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 82 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the left.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Well, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On the double. Watching it go. I don't even know why this team. Protein spell.
On second down, it's Mack. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, Eason under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Anderson's got it. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mahomes firing complete. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
But that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 84 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ben Banagoo in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's flushed out right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. That's good for 28 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes, buying time to his left. Touchdown, Steelers!
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw on second down. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a carry from back. Room past the 20. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
51 the mic. 51 the mic. You must be. Look at me. Zipper.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell. 79 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Now Mahomes. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Check safety, check safety. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, Mike 51.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Tighten up. Yellow. Tighten up. Yellow. Hero 15. Undercross. Hey, 57 colors. Hey, 57. Check nine. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back up. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He spins free. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The throw over the middle taken in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. And an alley to run. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes into the hands of his receiver Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, Mahomes. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Push him back. Push him back.
2nd and 5. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, orbit. Check right, check right. Get it.
They're going to try and throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dayon Buchanan. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Yellow. 180. And what's the leg? Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, stop that.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Down. 70, Indy. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Come on, boy. Hey, Haywood. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. Leo. Watch the twirl.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They go right back to Mack. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. Eason. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll go again here with Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Hey, Charlie!
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
On 4th down, Eason, and the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Go on, Eddie!
Cut! Hey, switch gears. Check. Whip. Watch the whip. Stay at home.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take them to 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, and the catch made by Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Looking to throw. Eason, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
15 line. 15 line. Watch time. Watch time. Let's go.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th 4th down try.
You remember me? 5.
On 4th down, Eason. And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
At the 22-yard line.
Check the backer, check the backer. Alert flare, flare.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Heavy on the edges. Attack. Scene 6.
Mike's by four.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today.
It's caught inside the 25. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for two here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end there.